Waiting for everything to proc. It's not showing up on my overlay yet. Not showing up on Twitch. Of course Twitch would act up when I'm trying to do a serious topic. Twitch, what are you doing? Don't make me do this with BoobTube. Alright, so it's procced on the Discord. Waiting for it to proc on my dashboard. Come on, video preview. Show me you're working. Alrighty, folks. No chipper and upbeat greeting. This is a serious topic. I'm going to treat it seriously. So, I know there's been a lot of news going around about Logan Paul. I managed to find the video on BoobTube. I watched the video. And I'm not giving you guys a link to the video even when I put this up on BoobTube. You can find it yourself. You're all intelligent people. If you need to see the video, you know how to find it. Plus, you know, presumably the source that I use is going to have it removed. You know how these things go, folks. So, the end of 2017, beginning of 2018, Logan Paul of the infamous Jake Paul family decided to take a visit to Japan and visit the infamous Aokigahara forest, also known as the Suicide Forest.
At this, and it's near Mount Fuji.
Near Mount Fuji, yep. At the base of Mount Fuji. Now, I originally wasn't going to make a video relating to this topic, and as you can kind of see, for those of you who are long-term fans, I've turned off my notifications, my little, what's the word I'm looking for? Promos for my Patreon and for the Freedom Network I'm in, because I want to kind of make this as uncluttered as possible, because the main focus is, of course, going to be the video and me speaking, because I'm being real. There's a lot to talk about here, folks. I guess we should go from the top with all of the actual guts and glory of it all. So, we'll talk about the video first. I mean, if we're gonna do this right, we have to do it piece by piece. The video itself starts with just your standard vlog. Oh, hi, I'm in new place, yada yada yada. Making a bunch of shit up, yada yada yada. We're gonna go someplace, yada yada yada. The kind of stuff you expect from these kind of celebrity vlogs, where they're just kind of hyperactive and, you know, like, click, and subscribe, and all that stuff. Then he gets to the forest. They're doing the entire, you know, this is a haunted forest, blah 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 blah. And then the entire tone of the video shifts when they discover a dead body. Now, the video I watched, when they cut to the dead body, the screen comes up saying, we can't show dead bodies on YouTube because it's against YouTube's terms of service. I don't know if in the actual Logan Paul video they showed it. I'm guessing based upon all the outreach they did show it. But the video I watched had that replaced with a warning screen. And Logan Paul had some pretty sincere reactions, pretty sincere, heartfelt emotions. And then someone cracks a joke. You know, he has one of his people call the police, which is what you should do in that situation. And in fact, talking with people who have connections in Japan, they say specifically that the forest itself specifically says that you can't film in here. Or rather, that if you see a dead body while you're filming in here, you have to shut the camera off immediately and inform the police. Now, Logan Paul did two things wrong. Well, technically one thing wrong, if you want to be pedantic. He did call the police. We have the footage of him telling one of his people to call the police. But then he kept filming. And really, the video should have ended at that point. He shouldn't have gone on for another 10 minutes. He shouldn't have... Because there's a way that the human mind reacts to these sorts of things. That's called the 7 stages of grief. Acceptance, laughter, that is one of them. And, of course, there is realization and all that. So, him laughing, while a bit tasteless, is understandable. It is one of the stages of grief. It is somehow how some people actually um, cope with terrible events, is that they laugh. But the thing is that you're a YouTuber. You're presenting a event to the people, and if you're going to laugh, edit that out of your video. Cut it right after the reaction. He honestly shouldn't have shown the dead body, and it should have just been end there. Cut to after the scene where he provides a bunch of useful resources, which is what I'm primarily doing in this video. We're just going to go over the video shortly, and then I'm going to tell people what they can do if they're feeling this way. Because as someone who dealt with suicidal ideations for over a decade, I feel I'm qualified to speak to, I guess my peers would be the proper terminology. I mean, I don't want to pimp my own product, but there is a reason that I made the suicide prevention t-shirt that I am currently wearing, along with the other prevention t-shirts that I made. And people who are longtime fans will know how to get access to them and how to order them if they want them. 50% of the proceeds go to charity. But there is a reason I made this t-shirt. There's a reason I made all of the charity t-shirts. They're not all hitting close to the bone like this one particularly does. But, you know, there are people out there, there are situations out there that need help, need support. Whether it's AIDS, whether it's cancer, whether it's bullying, whether it's hunger, whether it's suicide, these things, they need to be addressed. And so, in this video, what I want to talk about, now that we've covered the Logan Paul stuff and we're done with it, is what you can do if you're feeling that way. So, first off, here's the Aokigahara forest. It's not a wiki, it's their actual official website, which gives you all kinds of information about it. So the last point on this page that I want to bring everyone's attention to: an annual body sweep is organized before the holiday season, in which we find dead bodies and removed, and where possible identified. So this is a serious issue they have, and Logan Paul just kind of rode on it. He probably even went to this website and decided he wanted to go there, but we're not going to talk about that anymore. But yes, this is a place, it's real, it exists, it has a problem with suicide, and it's so bad that they actually have to do annual body sweeps. Now, what you should do, what can you do if you're feeling that way? Well, there are a few resources. There's the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. It's got a Twitter, and it's got a website. Again, I hate to keep pimping myself, but that's actually the charity that these t-shirts support. But as you can see on here, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention is a Twitter. You can tweet them. They have links. They have phone numbers you can call. They have text you can tweet. You can actually, as you can see, there's a bunch of ones on the side that they can link you to. So there's plenty of resources here just on Twitter that you can go to if you're having suicidal ideations. There's the Lifeline, Active Minds, lots of places you can go to for help. I'm going to go through this slowly so you can see. And then we're going to jump over to this one, which is the Suicide Prevention Lifeline. So they've got a phone number, an 800 number, available 24 hours a day, every day. They've got a Lifeline chat, so you can reach them online if you prefer chatting. So there's plenty of resources. Literally, I just Googled suicide hotline, so if you ever don't know what the number is, or maybe if you're not in the US, that's what I Googled. Information's right here. So, and the reason I have my links up still on the side is actually, while I am not a qualified professional and I do not pretend to be one, if you are having ideations, you need someone to talk to, and none of these help, and I'm online, feel free to stop by the Discord. I don't know how much help I can be, but since I've been there, maybe I can be some help. Because I do not take this as a joke. I take this seriously, and if you need help, and the other resources aren't available, but you need someone to talk to, you can talk to me. I don't know how much help I can be, but I'm there for you. Now, on to treatment. On to what you can do to get help. Like I said, I had ideations for over a decade. But as the child of a Vietnam vet, at least where I'm living right now in New Jersey, I am able to get free, it's actually covered under his vet plan. It's under, the Social Security and all that stuff that deals with vets. I was able to to visit a therapist for free at the vet center, same vet center that my father goes to. So if you're the child of a veteran, they're probably already going to a therapist for their PTSD. You should be able to have access to those same resources. So if whether your thoughts are related in any way whatsoever to being the child of a veteran or completely unrelated, doesn't matter, mine were unrelated, you can take advantage of that resource. You won't have to worry about paying for a therapist because it's provided if you're the child of a vet. Now, unfortunately, I haven't been able to do a lot of research on whether it's available to people who are just on Medicaid, Medicare, or any other insurance plan, because of course there's millions of those things. But I'm pretty sure they are. Most hospitals and whatnot are taking these things pretty seriously. Contact your local hospital. You should be fine to get help that way. See a therapist, talk it out. It's really the best way to go. And as you're talking with a therapist, take their advice. If they feel that you're a danger to yourself or to others, and they recommend that you go to the hospital, take their advice, go to the hospital. They may prescribe medication that helps you. I'm currently on medication that's helping. So, you're not alone. There are resources out there. The world wants you to live. There may be jerks in the universe, trust me, I know. But the world's not out to get you. You have friends. You have resources. Take advantage of them. And keep living. With that, I think we end this video. Good day, everyone.